In 2026, we live in a world that exists in the cloud, but its heartbeat is at the bottom of the ocean. 99% of all international data, your bank transfers, your private messages, the world's entire financial system travels through thin glass fibers resting on the dark, crushing floor of the sea. We call it the internet, but in reality it is a fragile web of over 500 subsea cables, some no thicker than a garden hose. On February 12, 2026, the Iberia 7 cable, a critical artery connecting London to New York, didn't just fail, it was severed with surgical precision. For 6 hours, the global markets lost $4 trillion in liquidity. The official report blamed an underwater landslide or a stray anchor. But the data tells a different story. The sensors didn't record a gradual tear. They recorded a clean, high heat cut. Tonight we investigate the invisible war being fought 20,000 feet below the surface. A war that could at any moment plunge the modern world into a permanent digital dark age. Welcome back to Secrets Unveiled, where every mystery has a deeper story. If you want to uncover the truth, make sure you're subscribed. To understand the threat, you have to understand the scale of our dependence. These cables are the nervous system of the human race. They are shielded by layers of steel and polyethylene designed to survive for decades in the most hostile environment on Earth. But they were never designed for a targeted attack. In 2026, the deep-sea sabotage has moved from a theoretical threat to a daily reality. Intelligence agencies are tracking a new breed of ghost submersibles, unmanned autonomous drones that don't carry weapons but specialized diamond-tipped cutters. While we argue about cybersecurity on our screens, the physical foundation of our digital lives is being dismantled in the silence of the abyss. This isn't just about losing your Netflix connection. This is about the total collapse of the global supply chain, the loss of satellite ground stations, and the erasure of your digital identity. The leak came from a maritime security firm in Singapore. They captured sonar images of a craft that doesn't exist on any official naval register. It's called the Reaper 6, a stealth OV capable of diving to depths where the pressure would crush a standard submarine. These drones don't need a mothership. They are launched from civilian-looking cargo vessels and can remain dormant on the seafloor for months, waiting for a signal. When the command is given, they find the cable, attach a specialized parasite device, and begin harvesting data before the physical cut is even made. This is data siphoning, the greatest intelligence heist in history. By the time the cable is finally severed to cover their tracks, the hackers already have the keys to the kingdom. They have the encrypted communications of every major government, and the world is none the wiser until the lights go out. Who is behind it? In 2026, the finger-pointing has reached a fever pitch. Washington blames non-state actors, while the U points toward rogue naval units. But the truth is more complex. Private corporations, competing for data dominance, have a vested interest in slowing down their rivals. There are whispers of data mercenaries, privateers of the deep who sell their sabotage services to the highest bidder. The 2026 Red Sea Cut showed us that even a small group with a modified deep sea drone can hold the world hostage. We are entering an era of anonymized warfare, where a nation can be crippled without a single shot being fired on land. The battlefield has shifted from the trenches to the trenches of the Atlantic. And right now, the defense is losing. What happens when the cables stay cut? Psychologists call it digital withdrawal. In a 2026 simulation conducted by the Pentagon, a total subsea blackout resulted in civil unrest within 72 hours. Our society is no longer built for analog life. We don't carry cash, we don't memorize phone numbers, we don't have paper maps. Without the subsea cables, the Internet of Things becomes a graveyard of useless plastic. Your smart home locks you out. Your car's GPS fails. The power grid, which relies on synchronized timing signals from the web, begins to fluctuate and fail. The US audience needs to realize that the sabotage isn't just a technical glitch, it is a psychological weapon designed to shatter the trust between a government and its people. When you can't access your money or call your family, the thin veneer of civilization begins to crack. But the sabotage isn't always a cut. Sometimes it's a tap. Leaked documents from Project Deep Listen suggest that over 40 critical cables now have parasite clamps attached to them. These devices don't stop the signal, they mirror it. Every private video call, every classified email, and every military command is being copied in real time at the bottom of the ocean. This is why the US budget for subsea defense was quietly tripled in late 2025. They aren't just looking for broken cables, they are looking for the listeners. The 2026 missions to clean the cables have been met with violent resistance from unidentified submersible objects. It is a secret war for the very soul of the information age, fought in the crushing dark, where there are no witnesses and no survivors. Is there an escape? Some point to satellite constellations like Starlink as the savior, but the math doesn't add up. Satellites handle less than 1% of the world's data volume. They are the backup, not the backbone. To keep 8 billion people connected, we need the cables. As we move into the latter half of 2026, the race is on to build self-healing cables. Fibers that can detect a cut and reroute data through a mesh network of underwater drones. But until that tech is deployed, we remain incredibly vulnerable. Every time you refresh your feed or send a payment, that data is making a 4,000-mile journey through a dark, unprotected wilderness. We are at the mercy of the deep, and the deep is no longer a neutral territory. It is the new frontline. The deep-sea sabotage is the great unsolved mystery of our time. It is a reminder that our high-tech, wireless world is actually tethered to the Earth by a few thousand miles of glass and steel. As the ghost subs continue their silent work, we have to ask ourselves, are we prepared for the day the music stops? Are we ready for the digital dark age? Stay vigilant. Protect your data. And most importantly, watch the waves. Because the true threat isn't coming from the sky or the screen, it's coming from the silent, crushing depths below. A deep sea ping followed by a long silence.